Hello and welcome to part 3 of how to create a laptop. Well, this is the UV map. As you can see, here's the screen, here's the border around the screen, here is the keyboard, here the back side of the screen, and here the back of the keyboard. So let's jump into Gimp and make a new file with this width and height and export the UV layout in Blender. So export UV layout, I already did this, so I have to import it, open this layer, this one. So now I got the UV layout of the laptop. First at the screenshot which I took earlier today. You can also find them at some place like Google or whatever. And I took this screenshot from my old computer. But the default, well, everybody recognized this screen, so we're going to use this. Just a new layer. And we need to scale down. So I have that one unchecked, and now scale it down to something, I guess around this size. Ooh, that was kind of close. Something like this maybe. Always have the UV at top. It will make it a lot easier. So here. Well, now we already got the screen. Now we're going to add a keyboard. So let's find the right keyboard. And yeah, this one is looking great. So copy it, paste it here to new layer, and we're going to scale it, reset, going to scale it down. So, and we also need to rotate it first, and that is 90 degrees. So and oh, we need the UV on top, of course. And now scale down again, move it to there, and scale down a little bit more. Alright, now we need to use the perspective tool to make those lines straight. So something like this and something like this. So well, this is good. So well, maybe not there. It was to be a little bit better. And scale it up a little bit. Well, a little bit more, even a little bit more. And that's a little bit too much. Yeah, something like this. Well, we got some highlights here and we need to remove that. So let's first just remove that because we don't need those parts and will only ruin the rest of our beautiful texture. So something like this. And now go to colors, levels. I'm going to change this a little bit, just turn down this. And the highlight is, yeah, almost gone. So let's export this with Ctrl E to laptop in your texture folder. I already did it once, but I'm just going to replace it now. And I'm going to assign it at this object. So go to default and make a new material laptop and a new texture laptop and assign the texture. Go again to UV editing, select everything and go to laptop. And as you can see, here is the part where the keyword should have come, but there isn't. So we have to change the object a little bit and the UV map. So just select this, move it down, something like this. Also move this down and move this up to somewhere around there, and we also need this part there. So just need to move it around till it looks great. And we only changed the UV map, but we also need to change the laptop itself, otherwise it will look ugly. So we need to we need to move that to there. So now we need to make this a little bit smaller. So something like this. Yes, something like this. And also need to resize this face. Do something like this. And we also need to resize those two parts. Oh, I forgot to. No, I didn't. Sorry. Something like this. Well, I think this is looking great. So now we need to have a border here. So let's go and add a border. And I got a picture of that. This one or this one. So this one or this one. It's a shame I can't ask it to you guys, but I think this one is looking better. So just copy this one, paste it here to new layer, and scale down a lot. And scale down even more. And move the thing below the screen itself. So because that has to be rendered on top. So also unhide that one and move it a little bit. So also change the perspective a little bit. So this one is also straight. Something like this and something like this maybe. Need to change it a little bit more. Well, we can also, we got this part. This part is also good. we need to resize it. So let's first do that. Maybe it will make it a little bit better. So I don't know. Sometimes that sort of things happen if you scale it a little bit. So that part has to be a little bit bigger, and the other parts are, well, we have to erase some part of this, but well, we can also just move it here and remove here a little bit from. I think something like this. Can also just, yeah, we are just doing it this, and we're going to change the UV a little bit. That's a little bit easier. So export it. Also going to save it first before we're going to delete it by accident. So Unity projects, tutorial, extra, and save it. And Alt R to reload it. Oh wait, I forgot to inject that one. So reload it and select those parts, and we're going to move it around a little bit. It's a little bit easier, and well, it will just take less time, so we won't be wasting our time with something that's just, well, it isn't impossible, but it is hard, and it isn't necessary to do it that way. And with this it will take not that much time. So it's better that you forgot something of the texture than that you have, so that you don't use the whole texture, then that you're using everything. You will see some borders around the texture itself. So this is already looking great. Yes, I think this is enough for this tutorial. So I hope you guys like it. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any question, please ask below, and subscribe for more videos.